If you clicked on this video, I think there is a very good chance that you are not who you want to be. It seems that a lot of us really want to change. We really want to become better versions of ourselves, but just continuously fail to do so. I think to create true, lasting transformation, there's one key shift in perspective that is necessary, and it's this. Stop trying to become who you want to be, and instead focus on creating the environment that produces the person you want to become. I think it is pretty universally agreed upon at this point that our environment has a extremely substantial impact on who we end up becoming. We do not just develop within a vacuum. Our personalities don't come out of nowhere. We are very heavily influenced by the things that happen to us in our life. I think a really useful metaphor for understanding human development is to imagine human beings as organic computers. We have our hardware, which is our genetic coding. It is just intrinsically built into us by design. And then we have our software, which is our environmental experiences. It is the things that happen to us over time that program us into who we become. And this programming that we experience over time definitely shapes our perceptions of ourselves and the world around us. As we experience things, we develop beliefs about the world, and the beliefs we develop create our thoughts and emotions and actions, at least partially. And I think this personal anecdote, I spent a long time, probably about 7 years, desperately wanting to become a different version of myself. I am someone who has struggled a lot with self-contempt, and as a result of that, I created this fantasy version of who I could become, the best version of me, and just repeatedly, desperately tried to become that person immediately through discipline and willpower, and failed to do so over and over again. It felt like I was just slamming my head into a wall and getting nowhere. And looking around me, it seems like a lot of us do this. We don't love who we are, or we know there's a better version of us that could exist, and we try to just force ourselves to become this person immediately and instantaneously, and repeatedly fail to do so. And I think the reality is that our brains do not operate that way. We operate based on patterns that develop over the course of years and decades. And these patterns are a result of constant repetition over time. And this desire that we have for instantaneous change, while very enticing and attractive, is kind of delusional. Because just immediately overcoming years of programming that has designed us into this person is not realistic at all. I think for myself and other people, for all of us, we'll make far more progress and see a lot more lasting growth by trying to create the environment that produces who we want to become, rather than just trying to force immediate change through willpower and effort. I really want to emphasize, I could absolutely be wrong about this. I am not at all the person I want to be. There's a substantial gap between who I am and who I am aiming to become. And if you are watching this and you know of a way to create instantaneous transformation in a human life, I would love to hear it, because that would be pretty cool. But I just don't think it's actually feasible. I think focusing on environmental programming over time will create actual change, rather than just trying to force ourselves immediately and seeing no progress. If you agree with this, let me know. If you disagree, also let me know. I'd love to hear either way. And regardless, I really appreciate it if you took the time to watch, and hope that you are able to create whatever growth that you're looking for in your life.